Hey you guys, Deidre here, licensed therapist and pastor. Listen, while I'm here preparing dinner, and I'll show you what I'm making in a second, I felt the need to share something with you guys. I really want those of you who are dating to stop marrying for potential, okay? Marry for what you see right now. Marry for the characteristics, the traits, the things that you see right now. I know Christians that you believe that you're going to pray, that you're going to fast, and that you're going to have some miracle, that this person is going to change overnight. Overnight, they're going to become thoughtful. Overnight, they're going to stop cheating. Overnight, they're going to start being faithful and loyal and committed. Overnight, they're going to start coming with you to church, and that because that's what you've wanted. Listen, you can't change anyone. And it's not fair for you to start demanding of people things that they were not doing when you were dating. Does that make sense? So before you were dating, they had certain traits. They had a really bad temper, or they were behaving a certain way that scared you or that concerned you. Go with that, right? It's really wonderful when God does change someone. And it's beautiful when someone comes to a place in their lives where they're like, you know what? I want to make these kinds of changes. But I hear people all the time. They're like, I want to be with this person, and this is what I want to see. And I tell them all the time, and I tell people all the time, did you meet them doing that? Because you can't force, and you don't want to force anyone to do or be anything that God has not brought them on the journey to be. It's just not fair, right? So even though we mean well and we want to see everyone be godly, but the truth is, you got to let people grow at their own pace, right? So don't marry this person for the potential, and then after marriage you're getting frustrated and you're trying to pressure this person to be and do all this stuff when that's not how you met them. Okay, I know that men marry for potential, but women, we are the most notorious. We marry and then we're like, oh yeah, but or we're dating and we're like, oh yeah, after marriage this is gonna change. They're gonna get better. They're gonna settle down. They're gonna stop having wandering eyes. Listen. If someone did not exhibit self-control before marriage, please know that it is going to take the grace of the living God working in their lives to exhibit self-control after marriage. That's just what life is. Okay, so let's not pressure people to be something that they're not. Accept them for who they are. Yes, you want them to grow, but accept them for who they are, because you are not marrying for potential. You are marrying for who and what you see today. What are you marrying for? Who and what you see today. So guys, please, ladies, please. And when someone tells you, these are the things that I see, that's what they see, right? But don't ignore it because you think that it's going to change after marriage. I don't know how else I could tell you this, but you're setting yourself up for potential disappointment and frustration. All right. So can God work miracles? Absolutely. But do we want to strong arm God into working miracles and fixing the things that he showed us before marriage? No. He's like, I showed you this stuff. I showed you this person's character. I showed you their traits. I showed you their habits. Now, I'm not talking about the fact that people don't evolve and change. What I'm talking about is ignoring things and choosing to not see things because you expect someone to change, or you think the act of marriage, the actual getting married, is going to change them and motivate them and inspire them to be what you think or what you wanted them to be in the first place. Let's pause here. What is that? Those of you from the community in which I am in, you'll know what that is. Those are chapatis that I put squash, some of you call it pumpkin, and carrots. That is potential. When I met my husband, my beautiful Kenyan husband, I didn't make chapatis, but I do now. Guess what? That was potential. He knew I love to cook, and I'm adventurous, and I want to try new things. That's potential, that I can evolve and I can make things that I never made before. But that's not character, you guys. Potential and character, very different. Marry for character, not potential. Ask yourself the critical question: if this does not change, would I be okay? Okay? If these characteristics never change, can I be okay? If this temper never changes, will I be okay? I'm okay starting a family with this person, right? Because once that happens, things get a bit more complicated. Do not ignore the characteristics and the traits you see. You are seeing them now for a reason, and it's a blessing that you see it now. The miracle was that he showed you the person before you got married. That was the miracle. And that was the grace of God in your life. Stop treating life like chapatis. This is not chapati making stuff. This is real life stuff that will impact your life for eternity. Be careful. The miracle is that God showed you this stuff beforehand. All right? That is the miracle that you need. Not after marriage. You need the miracle of insight and discernment before you settle down with this person. All right, you guys, we're on a journey. Keep growing. And as you grow, give yourself some grace.